17-year-old Michael Businge was born with HIV. His father passed away when he was still a toddler, leaving his mother to fend for him and his two siblings. His mom soon gave up on him as well. The young man's grandmother did her best to raise him, but with time, life became increasingly difficult for the old woman, and she could no longer provide the necessary care and support for Michael. After many years of taking medication for tuberculosis, Michael showed no signs of improvement, causing even more heartache and ultimately despair for his aging caretaker. The grandmother, a resident of Fort Porto in Kabarole district, Tooro Sub-region, eventually threw in the towel. She was at her tether's end and could not cope anymore. She devised what she thought would end the boy's misery. The old woman locked him up in a room and every often slightly opened the door and pushed in a plate of food. She waited for him to die. However, a good Samaritan got wind of this lethal scheme and rescued Michael from the jaws of death.
Michael had not eaten anything. I found food there. Then I told him to eat. For the very first time he ate, and he asked me for a soda. After that, I got some videos, small clips. I sent them to Barbara because I had no one to help me by that time.
Douglas found Michael in a dire state but strongly believed that all was not lost. There was hope for the boy. Having no money himself, Douglas sought the help of Barbara Mugisa, the founder of Peel Power Uganda. Barbara, who also lives with HIV, is an advocate for the well-being of people like herself.
We went to Michael's place. Barbara knows the story, and they allowed us to bring him because they had seen that we have helped them the burden.
Barbara, who lived in similar circumstances of suffering stigma in her early years, believes in helping her fellow youth live positive lives. She therefore didn't think twice before getting onto a bus to Fort Porto to rescue Michael.
I went, met Michael's family, and it was more like we are tired. So you're like, okay, you're tired, but this is your son. You can't just push food and you expect him to eat it when he cannot even help himself. He's tired of medicine, so he needs you to really sweet talk him to take the medicine because he was on anti-TBs. They are very, very strong. So if he had gotten fed up, he really needed an extra push, and that was not available for him. We found him sleeping the first day I went, and that was the entire times. Whenever Douglas would go there, you'd find him sleeping without anything. So he was very weak. You just had to hold him to really walk. All his clothes were not fitting. So we just took a step of faith. That's what I can say. And we came. So ever since then, we realized, I think this was our calling, and we had to take it on and work with whoever is ready to work with us.
As a young person living with HIV, there are many challenges. Barbara urges families not to abandon their own, even if they are living positively, because HIV is not a death sentence. She has embarked on a journey to give hope to other young people living with HIV. However, she admits the task is huge and therefore can't do it on her own.
We need a home, because when we brought Michael here, the hospital that was giving him treatment then, they saw it was hope for the rest of the kids. So they called us, they told us there are other 6.
Michael was literally brought back from the ages of the grave. Today, he has hope he can live a healthy life because someone cared to offer him a second chance. Rachel Mwine, NTV.